Hi, my pickles. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. God, I love my keto food plan. Well, today is a couple of days after Christmas, and I thought I'd do a little recap before the rest of the food season continues with New Year's Eve and New Year's Day brunches. And yesterday, I'm kind of getting disheartened. But that's just me. I was on my two favorite keto sites, and I guess there is a Keto Confession, Confession with a K, and that's where the moderators suggest you go to talk about your non-healthy, non-keto food choices and pictures and all of that sort of stuff. Kind of so your choir can have a place to go and talk about it and have no cares or worries, so the rest of us that get very triggered are able to stay clean with our keto plan. So what did I mean by a recap? Well, the disheartening part for me was seeing so many people so cavalier and arrogant about having all the goodies like they're entitled to it. And January 1st or 2nd or maybe 3rd or 4th, they'll go back to eating their regular food plan. And if you've ever watched a Dr. William Davis, the Wheat Belly Man, if you've ever watched one of his podcasts, coming back in and attaining the gut balance and the ketosis and all of the good things that happen when we go without sugars and grains, and we stick to low carb and high fat, one of the things that happens is that we destroy our gut flora. And our gut is our second brain, if not our brain. I mean, how many diseases start in the gut? Like heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, that's the big one, obesity, all of those things, had their little birth down below. Up here, of course, is what I talk about a lot, was the decision to have the item that may not be on your regular non-holiday food plan. And just because it's a holiday doesn't mean you get holiday, and you can just go along and hop back in and not lose your momentum and your motivation. It's not that easy. If it was that easy, a lot of us would be doing it. And you would see me with all the food porn on my YouTube channel and my Facebook channel, because you too can have all of this stuff and not get triggered and not get thrown off. And, it's kind of funny. It's like, I don't know where these people with the keto desserts, it just kind of disturbs me a little bit. Just because it's a keto dessert doesn't mean that it's a better choice for you. It might be a better bad choice than having the sugar and flour one, yes. But as a regular treat, I mean, I've been watching podcasts and reading commentary where it's not just one dessert a day, it's multiple times. I mean, a treat is a treat. And when Michelle Rock, bless her keto heart, bless her heart, when she said no desserts on a keto food plan until you reach maintenance, oh, I love her. I want to send her something. She's, and I don't even think she watches my channel. I don't know. I watch hers, and she lost 100 pounds. And I was so happy when she said that, because that's how I kind of feel. We don't have that right to go ahead and just fill our food plans with the wannabes of the breads and the desserts and the pancakes and the waffles, all those sort of things. They may look legal, or they may sound legal, and on paper they are legal when you see the carb amount. But what does that do to your head? If a month ago you were scarfing down Starbucks with all the goodies in it, and I mean sugar and all of those sort of things, and the wrong, and you were having your drive-through that included the bread and the French fries and the breading on the item on the inside, and you were having lots and lots of diet pop because that seemed okay, and you were having all those things just a wee month ago, and you begin keto and you drop 5 to 12 pounds in the first couple of weeks with the whoosh the whoosh. Look it up if you don't know what it is. And then you get bored after a couple of weeks, and so you start bringing in all of these keto adapted desserts and breads and pancakes and waffles and those sorts of things, along with the artificial sweeteners and syrups and jellies and jams and the desserts, the frozen pints of things. When you start having all of that, I don't know, it trips up my head just seeing the pictures of it, which is why, like I said, I was so disheartened. But, it's your journey, and of course it's your choice, but you might not be without a defense if you were up against a carb-laden table at somebody else's house with sugar and flour items that are not keto adapted, and you're salivating over them, and you're saying, then you start doing the negotiation with yourself, right? And it's Thursday, and Thursday night, I have the feeling a lot of food binges began. Because you're driving to where you're going, or you're having I don't care, we're going to have pizza or Chinese food tonight, or whatever, and I'm just going to do this all weekend, and then Tuesday morning, when I go back to work, I'm gonna have my veggies and my keto sort of choices, my high-fat meats, my high-fat dairy. I'm going to have great food, and I'm going to be okay. And I'm not going to have the fruit, and I'm not going to have the grains, and I'm not going to have the sugars. And you're going to find that it might be hard on Tuesday. There might be a food hangover. And I was reading a lot of the things, and it was saying, a lot of people were saying, well, I'm not going to do anything until January 2nd because I have 2 more parties to go. And then the true adapted keto people were commenting back, why not start now? Why not give your body a break and start now, right after Christmas? There's no other food plan besides keto, low carb, high fat, that you can't take to a party. If you've got to bring a guest, an invisible guest that's in your wah, 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 Charlie Browning in your ear, there are so many options usually available at most get-togethers that are very keto friendly. At worst, a bagged salad with EVO, with extra virgin olive oil, maybe some meat and cheese on top of that, or bacon chopped up in it, or an avocado chopped up in it. You can get through one of those parties. Even if you bring in your own bag of salad and your own avocado, you can get through your own little container of chopped up bacon and crumbled blue cheese. You can get through all of that. And so the recap for me is, okay, stop it. Cut it out. I know that you've been enjoying everything, but what would Sarah do? Number 1. 2, what would you do that you 2 weeks ago? What would you say, you're sane and abstinent person, say to yourself right now, having goodie after goodie after, I've seen what some brunches look like when I go to that restaurant with my girlfriend and have my omelet and my bacon. And I look at the table next to us, and it's like hash browns and French toast and a muffin and a homemade donut. And they're having all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, will you eat the rest of the day? If you're having those choices, will you be hungry again in 3 hours? It just astounds me. And of course, you know why it astounds me? Because I was a little piggy. I used to go after the carbs. I would salivate for the carbs. It was the carbs that got me into the restaurants. It was the legal choices, right? They seemed legal because I'm out in a restaurant and I'm with my friend, and I haven't been with my friend for a long time, and I never have their bread if I'm not here, and I haven't been here for over 8 months, so I'm having it, darn it, and I'm going to have it. I'm going to have that thing they call dipping sauce. Who knows what kind of stuff that is, and that's how I'm going to roll. And then comes the next day. Might be a family brunch. Might be appetizers and cocktails before dinner. It might be all this stuff. So let's recap here. If you can get through, if you can say, okay, I had everything known to my yum yum food plan treats in the last week with this. Why did Christmas suddenly turn into a 5-day holiday? I don't know. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If you've been eating no-nos or naughties or not on your keto food plan for the last 5 days, you're going to have a hangover, emotional and food. Your gut is probably going, what is this stuff? You were just soothing me so much before. Make yourself a big batch of bone broth, kick back, have your high-fat, low-carb food plan put back in order now, so when it comes to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, you can find keto-friendly items at whatever event you go to. We are so lucky. It is the easiest food plan. Say no to the grains, say no to the sugars, and the rest is there for you. High-fat, low-carb nummies. Be safe. This has been Sarah. Pearls of Wisdom in Food with Keto. Oh, the distractions we've been subjected to. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.